St. Patrick's Day recipes. Everyone is a little bit Irish on St. Patrick's Day. Now you can cook like it too. St. Patrick's Day is a day for celebrating Irish history and tradition. Below is a selection of classic Irish recipes, and a few modern variations, for you to try out this St. Patrick's Day. Contents: Irish soda bread with raisins, Irish brown bread, corned beef and cabbage, champ beef and Guinness pie, Irish soda bread with raisins, non-stick vegetable oil spray, 2 cups all-purpose flour, 5 tablespoons sugar, divided 1 and 1/2 teaspoons baking powder, 1 teaspoon salt, 3/4 teaspoon baking soda, 3 tablespoons butter, chilled, cut into cubes, 1 cup buttermilk, 2/3 cup raisins. Did you know? Irish soda bread gets its name and distinctive texture from the use of baking soda rather than yeast as a leavening agent. Preheat oven to 375 degrees F. Spray 8-inch diameter cake pan with non-stick spray. Whisk flour, 4 tablespoons sugar, baking powder, salt, and baking soda in large bowl to blend. Add butter. Using fingertips, rub in until coarse meal forms. Make well in center of flour mixture. Add buttermilk. Gradually stir dry ingredients into milk to blend. Mix in raisins. Using floured hands, shape dough into ball. Transfer to prepared pan and flatten slightly. Dough will not come to edges of pan. Sprinkle dough with the remaining 1 tablespoon sugar. Bake bread until brown and tester inserted into center comes out clean. About 40 minutes. Cool bread in pan 10 minutes. Transfer to rack. Serve warm or at room temperature. Irish brown bread, 2 cups whole wheat flour, 2 cups all-purpose flour plus additional for kneading, 1/2 cup toasted wheat germ, 2 teaspoons salt, 2 teaspoons sugar, 1 teaspoon baking soda, 1/2 teaspoon cream of tartar, 1 stick, 1/2 cup, cold unsalted butter, cut into 1/2-inch cubes, 2 cups well-shaken buttermilk. Put oven rack in middle position and preheat oven to 400 degrees F. Butter a 9 by 2-inch round cake pan. Whisk together flours, wheat germ, salt, sugar, baking soda, and cream of tartar in a large bowl until combined well. Blending butter with a pastry blender or your fingertips until mixture resembles coarse meal. Make a well in center and add buttermilk, stirring until the dough forms. Gently knead on a floured surface, adding just enough more flour to keep dough from sticking, until smooth. About 3 minutes. Transfer dough to cake pan and flatten to fill pan. With a sharp knife, cut an X, 1/2 inch deep, across top of dough, 5 inches long. Bake until loaf is lightly browned and sounds hollow when bottom is tapped. 30 to 40 minutes. Cool in pan on a rack 10 minutes, then turn out onto rack and cool, right side up. About 1 hour. Cook's notes. Bread can be served the day it is made, but it slices more easily if kept wrapped in plastic wrap, at room temperature 1 day. Leftover bread keeps wrapped in plastic wrap, at room temperature 4 days. Corned beef and cabbage, 5 pounds corned brisket of beef, 6 peppercorns, or packaged pickling spices, 3 carrots, peeled and quartered, 3 onions, peeled and quartered, 1 medium-sized green cabbage, quartered or cut in wedges, melted butter, about 4 tablespoons. Place the corned beef in water to cover with the peppercorns or mixed pickling spices. In supermarkets, these often come packaged with the corned beef. Cover the pot or kettle, bring to a boil, reduce heat and simmer 5 hours or until tender, skimming occasionally. During the last hour, add the carrots and onions and cover again. During the last 15 minutes, add the cabbage. Transfer meat and vegetables to a platter and brush the vegetables with the melted butter. Serve with boiled parsley potatoes, cooked separately. The stock can be saved to add to a pot roast or stew instead of other liquid. Champ, 2 pounds russet potatoes, peeled, cut into 1-inch pieces, 1/2 cup whipping cream, 1/4 cup, 1/2 stick, butter, 1 bunch green onions, sliced, about 1 1/3 cups. Cook potatoes in pot of boiling salted water until very tender, about 15 minutes. Meanwhile, bring cream and butter to simmer in heavy small saucepan over medium heat, stirring often. Mix in green onions, remove from heat, cover and let steep while potatoes cook. Drain potatoes thoroughly. Return potatoes to same pot and mash. Add cream mixture and stir until blended. Season to taste with salt and pepper. Can be prepared 2 hours ahead. Cover. Let stand at room temperature. Rewarm over low heat, stirring often, Beef and Guinness pie 2 pounds boneless beef chuck, cut into 1-inch pieces 2 tablespoons all-purpose flour 1 teaspoon salt 1/2 teaspoon black pepper 2 tablespoons vegetable oil 1 large onion, coarsely chopped 2 garlic cloves, chopped 3 tablespoons water 1 and 1/2 tablespoons tomato paste 1 cup beef broth 1 cup Guinness or other Irish stout 1 tablespoon Worcestershire sauce 2 teaspoons drained green peppercorns, coarsely chopped 2 fresh thyme sprigs rough puff pastry dough 1 large egg, lightly beaten 1 tablespoon water special equipment, 4 14-ounce, deep bowls or ramekins, 4 to 5 inches wide, or similar capacity oven-proof dishes put oven rack in middle position and preheat oven to 358 degrees F. Pat beef dry, stir together flour, salt, and pepper in a shallow dish. Add beef, turning to coat, then shake off excess and transfer to a plate. Heat oil in a wide 5 to 6 quart oven-proof heavy pot over moderately high heat until just smoking. Then brown meat in 3 batches, turning occasionally, about 5 minutes per batch, transferring to a bowl. Add onion, garlic, and water to pot and cook, scraping up any brown bits from bottom of pot and stirring frequently, until onion is softened. About 5 minutes. Add tomato paste and cook, stirring, 1 minute. Stir in beef with any juices accumulated in bowl, broth, beer, Worcestershire sauce, peppercorns, and thyme and bring to a simmer, then cover and transfer to oven. Braise until beef is very tender and sauce is thickened, about 1 1/4 to 1 1/2 hours. Discard thyme and cool stew completely, uncovered, about 30 minutes. If stew is warm while assembling pies, it will melt uncooked pastry top. Put a shallow baking pan on middle rack of oven and increase oven temperature to 425 degrees F. Divide cooled stew among bowls. They won't be completely full. Roll out pastry dough on a lightly floured surface with a lightly floured rolling pin into a 13-inch square, about 1/8 inch thick. Trim edges and cut dough into quarters. Stir together egg and water and brush a 1-inch border of egg wash around each square. Invert 1 square over each bowl and drape, pressing sides lightly to help adhere. Brush pastry tops with some of remaining egg wash and freeze 15 minutes to thoroughly chill dough. Bake pies in preheated shallow baking pan until pastry is puffed and golden brown. About 20 minutes. Reduce oven temperature to 408 degrees F and bake 5 minutes more to fully cook dough. Cook's note: stew, without pastry, can be made 2 days ahead, cooled completely, and chilled. Covered. Bring to room temperature before using. Access hundreds of hours of historical video, commercial-free, with History Vault. Start your free trial today.